As we open up on our spiritual journey, we may trigger memories that are sad or unpleasant, and if we can deal with these memories as they arise, then we are making ourselves a clearer channel spiritually, healing and restoring our emotional bodies and souls. For the lesser traumas, may I suggest the following process. We recall the incident, acknowledge how it made us feel, then put it into perspective and be kind to ourselves and the other party, and then reaffirm a new positive truth. Let's lay that out more fully. Your subconscious mind, spirit, or intuition reminds you of a past unhealed memory or wound quite spontaneously. So let's open up the stage play of our minds and do the work. Step 1. Recall the incident, the essential details of what happened. Step 2. How did the incident make you feel? Acknowledge your feelings. Was it guilt, shame, fear, or resentment, for example? Speak how you felt in that moment out loud and feel it. This is the most important part, to accept our feelings that were present then, to touch the pain in order to release it. Step 3. Now put the incident into a higher perspective in a positive way for you. Try to see it more clearly with wisdom and compassion, and forgive yourself and them now if necessary. Step 4. Create a new affirmation to program your reality and perception to seal the healing in place. Use the words I or I am, then the positive statement. Say it with conviction and power. After any type of healing work like this, you should feel lighter and clearer in your being. You are healing yourself bit by bit and reprogramming your reality. Celebrate these small victories as they happen and keep the work going. In closing, here is my example to illustrate this. Recently I had a childhood memory triggered in my mind. It was like it just dropped into my head, asking for it to be dealt with in that moment. Essentially, the memory involved me as a child wanting something with great passion that would later become my adult career, in fact. But I was told I couldn't have it, then made to feel very guilty after my parents relented and bought it for me. This incident would bother me for some time, and I was carrying this small resentment until very recently. So this is how I worked through this memory. I recalled the incident and replayed it. Then I recalled how it made me feel. I felt made to feel guilty and frustrated. But for what exactly? For desiring what I wanted, essentially. I was then also made to feel bad about having what I wanted. This was the core wound, you could say. Then I put it into perspective, realizing it was simply a typical child-parent altercation. But to also be kind to myself and realize that in the higher realms, we deserve all good to come to us, to not be held back now by parental reprimands back then, essentially. Then I made a quick affirmation to reprogram things. Here is that affirmation as an example, and may be true for you too.